Sister Crazy Eyes was up in front of Mark Zuckerberg. Now, Mark Zuckerberg is not a sympathetic figure, to say the least. Not a sympathetic figure. And only AOC and the Congress could make this guy less of a villain. Listen to how crazy Sister Crazy Eyes was, AOC, yesterday.
I'll move on. Can you explain why you've named the Daily Caller, a publication well-documented with ties to white supremacists, as an official fact-checker for Facebook?
Congresswoman, sure. We actually don't appoint the independent fact-checkers. They go through an independent organization called the Independent Fact-Checking Network that has a rigorous standard for who they allow to serve as a fact-checker.
So you would say that white supremacist-tied publications meet a rigorous standard for fact-checking?
That's all steam power there.
Oh, my gosh. She's trying so hard.
Thank you.
Congresswoman, I would say that we're not the one assessing that standard. The International
First of all, that's not true about...
is the one who is setting that standard.
It's not true about the Daily Caller. But it was painful for her. It was steam engine. You could hear her. Somebody in her head was like, throw another log on the fire. Throw another log on the fire.
Right. Question one, for those listening to the radio, is blatantly red. You could actually see at one point her finger moving across the paper and like reading it like a 7-year-old. Mm-hmm. And she gets through that one with only minor mistakes. When he gives, now think about this. She's a congresswoman who's supposed to be knowledgeable about this topic. She's on the committee. She's questioning, and she doesn't know that Facebook doesn't name these people. Like, that is a very basic part of this that she should absolutely know before asking a question. So of course he lays that out for her, and then she's caught in this line to still try to blame him and say the Daily Caller is bad. And this is the point where, her brain is if you picture of a picture of a heart beating, that's what's going on with her brain inside. It's actually physically moving to try to squeeze out a sentence that makes sense in English. And it barely works. She kind of gets something out there. And it is just embarrassing.
That's why she pauses afterwards and goes, thank you.
Thank you.
That brain's like, I got nothing else. I squeezed it all out.
It's amazing. How does this happen?
Okay, now let me go to the other amazing question from Congresswoman, is it Beatty? Listen to this.
You think this is a joke. Mm-hmm. When you have ruined the lives of many people, discriminated against them. Do you know what percentage of African Americans are on Facebook? In comparison to majority folks? Do you know what the percentages are?
No. People using the Facebook?
Yes. Do you know what the percentages are for African Americans?
I don't, because we don't collect the races of people.
Well, it came out in a report and in the Pew Research Center that was sent to you. So maybe you just don't read a lot of things that deal with civil rights or African Americans.
How can she think this is a good point?
Oh, my.
I have a lot of questions I'm going to send to you that I'm not going to be able to get through, and I would like an answer, because this is appalling
May I just
and
say,
disgusting
Joyce,
to me. And I yield back.
Yeah. May I say, Joyce, send them to me, because I would love to read them and love to answer you back.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Congresswoman from Ohio. Mm. You're ruining people's lives.
Now, I know Facebook has ruined people's lives, but that's because they get on it.
Right.
It's not because they're off of it.
Right. Do you know how lucky the African Americans are that they are not on Facebook?
And by the way, any of them can get on.
Right. It's not like, what do you want me to do? Go to people's houses and say, for you, Facebook is free. For everybody else, Facebook is free, but for you, it's free. What do you want?
And I love, again, Zuckerberg is not a figure that you look at with oh, wow, I'm sympathetic to him. But you watch him in these hearings, and he's looking at them, he's completely perplexed. He's actually trying to answer these questions.
Can you imagine going to Congress and having to go, what is he up? Once a month? Once every 2 months?
It seems like it.
Getting on the plane going, I've got to go listen to these people again. I mean, these people, what a waste of time. Now, here's why he's not sympathetic. Because at the same time, he's like, you know what? I want you guys to regulate me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Who would do that unless you know they would be writing the regulations with you?
Of course.
Well, I don't know.
He's apparently the only one there that knows anything about his business. So this is, we always say this like almost like it's corruption, and it is a form of corruption where these companies come in and they wind up writing half of the legislation. But it's because listen to the people who would write it otherwise.
Right.
They know nothing. I mean, think about what a terrible human trait it is to say to someone, "Hey, how many black people are on your platform?" I don't know. We don't take their races. Well, I have a poll here from Pew Research Center, which is the first time I've ever read or heard that name. And do you know what it says? Well, no. Well, it was sent to you. Maybe you didn't read it. I guess you didn't read it because you don't care about civil rights. Like, that's just blatantly insane. No person can go through that thought process naturally. And somehow Zuckerberg goes this entire hearing without even using the word dummy. Because I don't know how it would. See, this isn't uniting at all. See, this is not.
It is not uniting.
It's not uniting.
It is not uniting, and I don't know how to unite.
I don't either.
when you're exactly right, dummy, just shut up. You're not helping your own case.
See, this is why we need Dave on. Dave, I say we need to figure out a way to come together because I'm not feeling it today.
No.